Welcome back to Dirty Water, Coins and Collectibles. This is going to be part 2 of the half-dollar hunt. I decided to do a 2-part hunt just because I think the video would have been too long. So this will split it up a little bit better, easier to watch. So this will be the customer wrapped. All of them are weighed and written on the rolls. You can see that we do have more heavy rolls. There are more underneath. I have them written on, so if I do come across something with silver in it, I can let you know what the weight was. So let me get the tripod set up, and I'll bring you back in on our first find. All right, I'm on roll 8. This one is a semi-heavy roll. I neglected to say that it's a $580 hunt. So let's get into this one, see if there's anything here. And there is. Awesome. Right here. I'm going to guess a 67 just because of how bright it is. 68 out of Denver. Look at that. That thing's beautiful. That's an awesome looking coin. All right, let me get through this roll, pull out any of the checkers, and the next roll is also a heavy roll, so I'll bring you in for that one. So roll 8 graced us with a 2005 NIFC as well, but that's not it. It also had a 1969 in there, which I did not see. Let me know in the comments if you guys saw that, because I did not. I completely missed that. So that was 2 silvers in that roll. 1968 and a 1969, and that 2005 NIFC. We're on to roll number 9, roll number 9. And this one's really heavy, 228.2. Let's see what we have. Oh, we got a few in here. We have 1 right here, 2, and 3. Start from 1. Nice. 1964. 90%er. No mint mark. Let's see what this one is. Really shiny. No mint mark. Sweet. Another 90%er. Look at that one. That one's beautiful. All right, what do we have in this one? Okay, no mint mark. 1969 Denver. 3 silvers in that roll. That's phenomenal. All right, let me see what else is here, and I'll bring you in on the next find. All right, roll 15 weighs in at 226 even. This is kind of a maybe roll. And it's so dark I can't even tell. I don't think so. No. All right, let me get through this roll. I'll bring you back in on our next find or heavy roll. See you in a second. Roll 18 weighed in at 225.8. I did see this one. I just couldn't tell if it was a silver or not. But we have a 1967 out of Philly. 40%er. So that gives us 2 90s and 4 40%ers so far. Let me go through here, and I'll bring you back in on our next find or heavy roll. See you in just a second. That same roll, roll 18, I pulled out this Bicentennial. It's clad, but it's gorgeous. There's like no nicks. Looks like a clean strike. Look at that. That thing's beautiful. And these in high grade can go for some serious money. Now, I'm not saying that that's the case with this one, but that thing's beautiful. So I'm just going to hold this one aside. All right. We get into roll 19. Oh, I'll just bring you in for roll 19 because this is 26.6. Let's see. Hopefully it is good. This says 1995. I'm hoping that's not the case. Let's see. And it looks like all 1995s. Well, that's a bummer. 1995. All right. Let me go through these real quick, see if I find anything odd. And the next roll is marked black as a heavy roll, so see you in a second. All right, so every one of those 1995s had, let's see if you can see it, right at the base of his neck here, there's a die crack. There you go, you see it right there. And that kind of runs all the way up the base of his neck. So every one of those has that. So they carry a little bit of a premium, maybe like $3 to $5 in this condition. This one here does also have that crack that you can see right at the just above the first 9. But this one had some pretty nice toning to it, almost like a amber orangey color. So I held that one aside. It's in really nice shape. And then these, I think there's 4, all have varying strike through issues. This one's being one of the worst or better of them. So you can see all in front of his Kennedy's face, the kind of, I guess, like the field of the coin has like an indent in it, so there was either grease or something in the way blocking the die from the planchet, so you get that imperfection in the coin. We found 4 of those, so I'll hold those aside. So this whole roll I'll just hold aside for the time being. I'm not sure I'll keep them all, but let me move these to the side, get them out of the way, and I'm going to bring you in for the next roll, roll 20, and that's a heavy roll marked black. So give me just a second, I'll be right back. All right, roll 20. It weighs in at 226.7, marked black. I hope it's not a all 1995 roll. Let's see. Oh, I heard it. Oh, I heard a bunch. All right, so we have, looks like 1, 2, let me try to angle it so you can see them. 2, 3, 4. I think there's definitely 4 in here. I don't see any others. Let's see what number 1 is. 1966 Philly. 1. No mint mark. 1969 Denver. 2. No mint mark. 1967 Philly. 3. No mint mark. 1967 Philly. 4. Wah, ah, 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 ah. Does anybody remember what that's from? Put it down in the comments if you know what that's from. All right. Let me get through these, and I'll bring you back on our next find or heavy roll. See you in a second. Roll number 24. I'm not bringing you in because it's a heavy roll, but I just noticed that it says bicentennial, and it looks like 73. I don't know what that is an indicator of. Also says good. So let's just see if they're all bicentennials or what we have here. Sorry, whacked you. Looks like all bicentennials. All right, let me go through here. I'll bring you back in on the next find or heavy roll. All right, the top row, 26 rolls have been hunted. Roll 25 gave us this 1983 hold coin. I'm going to go through the checkers and then start into the second row. 27, 28, 29, 30. That has 32 rolls. Bring you back in if I find anything out of these checkers. See you in a second. All right, I finished going through the checkers, and it looks like we have another FS 102. You can tell by the eye. There's a serif in the 1. What else did I notice? That serif in the W, a little bit in the E. The top of the Y, and that extra in the T. Then we also have an FS, not an FS, I'm sorry, a DDO number 2. You can tell by the thickness in the 1. And they also said the thickness in the Y. You can tell the right of the Y is much thicker than the left of the Y. A little thicker in trust. There's a little bit of a serif at the top of the U on both sides. Some in the W. And then looks like I have a late stage die DDO005 on the 71D. These are all 71Ds. And you can tell by the Y with the die crack. This also has a cud, which is cool. And there's also a crack going through the T. So I think this is a late stage, because on Variety Vista, it just shows a minor crack going through the Y. So I think this is the 5. Unless those are just die cracks. Let me see. There's not much else to go off of. There's a little bit of splitting in the I and the N. I'm going to go with a 5 on this one. All right, let's get into the rest of them. I believe we have 32 more rolls to go. And I'll be bringing you in with the finds. See you in a second. Roll number 36 is a maybe heavy roll at 226 even. Let's see what we have. And I don't see anything. So let me go through this. The next roll is a heavy roll, and I will bring you in for that. See you in just a second. Roll 37 weighs in at 227.2, which gives us a good opportunity for silver. Let's see. Nope, I heard it. Okay. Let's see. Wow. Looks like a lot of 40s. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Holy smokes. Not that one. 1968 out of Denver, in nice shape. 1969 out of Denver, also in nice shape. 1969 out of Denver, not in nice shape. What else do we have here? Not that one. Not that one. This one. 1969 Denver, nicely toned. Cool. This is an awesome roll. Holy crap. This one here. 1967 Philly. And this one here. Another 1967 out of Philly. Ooh-wee. Let me put these ones down because these last three are silver. We have, look at that. She's a beaut. 1969 out of Denver. Let's put that one. Let's see what this one is here. Another 1969 out of Denver. And what was this one? 1969 out of Denver. Wow. What a roll. Holy smokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that not half the roll? All right. Let me go through these and I'll bring you back on the next heavy roll or next find. See you in a second. That same roll, and we have, I've never seen a filled hole before. Look at that. It looks weird under the scope. It's kind of cool looking. Almost looks like a diamond or tin foil. Hold on, let me bring this up. Sorry again if it's loud. Look at that. It's odd looking, huh? Somebody filled it up. That's cool. Wonder what they used for a filler. Huh. All right. Let's get into the next roll. Does not weigh heavy, but you never know. If I find something, I'll bring you in for it. All right, the next roll, 38, weighed in at 225.5, was not a heavy roll. And it looks like right here could be silver. I have not looked, I just dumped. So let's see. And it is 1968, in decent shape, out of Denver. Nice. Now this box slowed down for a while. It's picking back up. All right, let me go through these and I'll bring you back in on our next heavy roll or find. Same roll at a 1967 hiding in there. Another one I didn't see. Look at that. And there's the roll there. Should be 18 coins. I'm not going to count them, but you guys can pause it if you want and count them. So 1967. All right, I'll bring you back in on our next find. Roll 39. We have a semi-heavy roll. Oh, maybe we have something in here. Question mark. Let's see. Wow, we have more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me put these down. All right, what's this one? Another toned 1969 out of Denver. Beauty. Next, 1967 Philly. Not silver. Next, 1967 Philly. Not silver. 1968 Denver. Look at that. Awesome. This is insane. 1967 Philly. 5. Is that it? All right. Let me go through those. I'll pull these aside. If I have anything to pull aside, I'll bring it back in on the next heavy roll. All right. Roll 40, I think. This is a question mark roll. 226.2, so not that heavy, but this wrapper color has had silver in 225.6. It's been all over the place, so I figure we'll just look at this one together. Maybe there will be something in here. And there is. We got one right there. What do we got? 1967 out of Philly. Awesome. Wow, we're building up a stack now. All right, let me go through these. I'll bring you back in on our next find. All right, roll 41. I have 5 of this colored roll, and they've been hit or miss. So I'll bring you in for the first one, 225.5. If I get something, then I'll bring you in on the others. And nothing that I can see out of this one. So let me pull out the checkers, and I'll bring you in on our next find. Roll 42 gave us 2 NIFCs, 2005 out of Denver, and a 2006 out of Philly. All right, get into the next roll. I'll bring you in if there's any finds. So this is what I was talking about with the hit or miss. I think we were roll 43, weighed in at 225.4, and we have something right here. Let's see what this is. 1966 out of Philly. Awesome. I don't think I do have 166. Now we have 2. All right, let me look through here, and I'll bring you in if I find anything, or on our next roll. Roll 44, same color roll. I'll just pop it open and see. 225.6. Nothing. All right, bring it back on the next find. Last roll for these colors. Roll 45, 225.7. And we got something right there. $19.68. It could be polished. I don't know. I can't tell. It looks a little too shiny, but it's silver. We'll take it out of Denver. All right, let me pull anything out of here. Bring you back with our next find or heavy roll. That same roll, sorry, we did get 2 NIFCs, 2005 out of Denver and a 2005 out of Denver. Bring you back in on our next find. Roll number 46 weighs in semi-heavy, so we'll give this one a shot. Let's see what happens. Nothing. Bring you back on the next one. Roll number 50 weighs in at 26.6. Marked black. This is our last heavy roll. Heavy roll. There are some questionable ones in here, but this one is probably, I can hear it already, definitely silver. Right on the end there's one. Let's see. So I have 1, 2, 3, definitely 4. So we have really toned up 1969 out of Denver. We have a 1966 out of Philly. We have 1967 out of Philly. Yeah, buddy. This turned out to be a really, really good hunt. Good thing I did it as a two-part video. 1968 out of Denver. And then what we're missing, or two that we're missing, is the 65 from this hunt and a 70. So let me go through these and I'll bring you back in on the next find. Roll 51 gives us a questionable weighted roll at 226.3. Let's see what we got. And I don't see anything. All right, let me look through here. I'll bring you back in on the next find. Roll 53 gives us a 2008 out of Philly NIFC with the Ring of Death. All right, we'll get into roll 54, which is a really light roll. 224.9. I'll just do it while we're here. $224.9, and there's nothing here. Nada in that roll. All right, I'll bring it back in on the next find. Roll 56 gives us a hold coin. So miscellaneous. So we'll put this aside, toss it back after. 2 more rolls left. 58, which is the last roll, is a question mark roll. So I'll bring you in live for that one. See you in a second. All right, final roll. Sadly, roll 58 weighs in at 226.2 with a question mark. Come on, last roll, silver. Okay. And we got something. You can see it right there. What did we end with? 1968 out of Denver. Awesome. All right, let me go through this massive pile of checkers after I hunt this, and I'll bring you in if I have any finds there. Otherwise, it'll be the final wrap-up. See you in a second. All right, I did a little bit more research on this 1971D that I thought was the FS 102 again, but I think it's the FS 101, just judging by that I in the word God. And if I move it over here, we trust actually resembles the FS 101 more. So I'm going to switch this and say that this is the FS 101 and not the 102. If anybody else is more familiar with half dollars, let me know. It also says the 7 and 1 are thicker. So I'm not sure, but I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say this is the FS 101, but I could be wrong. It just has the markings of the 101 and not the 102, in my opinion. So I'm gonna go with that. All right, I'm gonna put this down as part of the wrap up and bring you back in for that. See you in a second. All right, here we go. Final wrap up. So up here we have our miscellaneous finds, our hold 1972, 1983P, and the filled hole 1974, which I don't know what is on the inside there, but that's pretty funny. I like that coin. It looked really cool under the scope, like tinfoil or something. All right, I have this 1972 that I just held aside because it had some like gold toning to it. It's in nice shape too. This 1976 that was in really nice shape also has some purple toning to it. We have this 1990 that I held aside, which was in really nice shape. I can check this one against my album. Then if we come down, I had 4 2005 DDOs. We have 1 2006 out of Philly, 2008 out of Philly. Then we have our, let's see, I had a 1977D. I think this is DDO number 2. We have a 1984 DDO. There's only one of them, so that would be 1. Over here we have the 1971D DDO 002. This is 005 with a die crack in the Y in that cud. And this one, which I believe is the FS 101. Again, I could be wrong, but the die markers seem to line up, and I'm not sure. Now for the silver finds. We had 2 1964s, 3 1966, 11 1967s, 7 1968s, and 11 1969s. So that was a phenomenal hunt. That was fun. And this is a really long video. We're at, I don't even know how long we're at right now, but it's long. All right, everybody. That does it for the second part of this half-dollar hunt. If you like what you saw and you made it through this far, I'd ask that you subscribe. Why do I keep saying that? Subscribe. It's subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you see and are made aware of all my upcoming videos. And please hit that like button because it really does help each video make their way through YouTube. All right. Check out all the different colors there. That's awesome. All right, here we go. See you on the next one.